Hey, what's up? Me here. A lot of girls like to fix themselves up and have a wonderful background and all that stuff, but um, me, well, I'm just me. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm still coughing a little. I'm almost rid of everything that was in my lungs, and I'm almost all the way better. Today is day 34 of my juice fast. Does that really make a dent in the amount of juice fasting I plan to do? No. Also, you'll notice my face is very, very red. I went tanning. I know, tanning's not good for you, causes cancer, all that. Gotta pick your battles. Um, it really helps me, tanning, um, as far as my moods and stuff. And today I just felt like I really needed to go, so I went. And by the way, that up there, that's my art. That's a painting that I did of, it's called Rexy. And that is done by me. So I created and own that for you YouTube guys who want to try to say that I'm putting something that I don't own in my video. Anyways, enough about that. A couple things I wanted to talk about today. I was talking to somebody on Facebook who was really excited about a juice fast and really wanted to get started, bought the juicer, bought all the vegetables and the fruit, and got all ready to go. And made the juice and couldn't stand it. Apparently, this person was using spinach. I've juiced spinach before and I think it tastes like crap. I don't like it. I love spinach and I love it in smoothies, but I don't like it as juice. I'm hoping that this person can just try kale and maybe go light on the kale at first. And hopefully they'll like it. They're really disappointed and sad because they really wanted to do the juice fast, but they just cannot stand it. It gags them to try to drink it. So, some of the tips that I have for making your juice taste better when you're first starting out. And remember, I wasn't sure if I liked it the first day either. I put too much ginger. So, you may want to go light on the ginger. You may want to go light on the kale. You may want to peel your cucumbers because sometimes I've noticed the cucumbers can have really bitter peels, and that doesn't help the taste of your juice if you're a beginner. I'm hardcore. I had tons of kale and tons of ginger, and like, I don't peel anything but my lemon. I still don't like lemon peels, it's just too much. But what I do in my mean green is I follow the recipe, except I put a whole lemon instead of half a lemon in my serving. And I like that. It's like green lemonade. It's super good. And usually that makes me about 32 ounces, maybe a little more. And that's good because then I give the overflow to Rob. So those are the tips that I have. And then what you can do is you can start decreasing the amount of sweet things and increasing the amount of the bitter things. And of course, again, the bitter things are kale and cucumber peels. And hey, you know what else I found that works really good? Add a beet. Oh, I love beets. Beets come from under the ground. They're a root, and so they are very sugary, but it's a natural sugar, so it's a simple sugar. And, you know, I put beets in my juice probably 3 times a week because I really like the way that it's supposed to cleanse your organs out. Okay, so another tip that I'd like to share with you is if you are a beginner and you're just getting a brand new juicer, especially if it's a Breville like I have. When I got my first one, I used to always use the scratchy side of the sponge to wash it on the inside. And what happens is you get all these little scratches, and bacteria can be in those micro scratches, and it really messes up the way your juicer looks. And so, if you just from the start remember to just always wash it out with the soft side of the sponge. A lot of times you can just rinse it anyways. What I do is I went to the dollar store and I got one of those bottle brushes, and it has a big end and a little end for the brushes. And what I do is I use the brush to just clean it out. And then for the spout where the juice comes out, I stick the little end of the bottle brush in there and clean that out. Just some things to remember. And it's okay to have a lot of other kinds of juice, but if people want to lose a lot of weight fast, that's usually their motive for juicing, honestly. And some people get disappointed because they don't lose weight fast enough. And it's like they're drinking almost all fruit juices and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you're probably not going to lose a lot of weight. It's, what I recommend is just sticking to the main grain. I mean, you can live off that stuff for 30 days, seriously. But I mean, it's okay to have a treat once in a while. I do. Like, I have a carrot orange or a pineapple or a watermelon juice, a couple times a week. So maybe more. So I didn't lose a lot of weight so far. I'm 180 now, and I started this whole juice fast at 195, I think. So, in 34 days, I've only lost 15 pounds. I'm not really concerned about it because I'm in a juice for a year. I think what happens is that I think when you first start and you're really unhealthy and you have a lot of fat on you, I think you drop a lot of weight really fast. You drop 30 pounds in 30 days. But I think as you go on and you do successive juice fasts after that, I think you lose a little bit less. That's just my experience. I'm doing pretty good. The fronts of my legs aren't dimply anymore. They're smooth. It's really awesome. But I had gotten so fat on my thighs that the fronts were even dimply instead of just the back. And my boyfriend says the backs are getting better, so they're not hardly dimply at all, which is awesome. And my belly just looks like crap. Somebody asked me, they said, hey, do you have a lot of loose skin? And I'm really glad that question came up because, yes, I actually do. Hard to see. See, I don't have very much fat left, but I have that in my back. I can pull the skin. It's not super bad, but it's there. I wish that I could give a message to the whole world to never get fat in the first place because you grow extra skin, and sure it goes back to a certain extent, but my arm is like a lot skinnier now. But look, see that? There's skin underneath. Like all that is skin. So it's not super bad, but yeah, it's not good. My arms My arms were really big. They were like this big around, and they should just be this big around. They were like this big around. My legs were like super huge. Like when I sat down next to my boyfriend, my legs were twice as big around as his, and it was really embarrassing if I wore shorts. I will be making a video and showing everything when I get all the weight off. I'm totally not ready for that. In fact, I was considering posting a before picture, a picture of me naked. It's my back view, and it's horrible. It is horrible to look at. I have that picture, and I have it censored so that there's nothing bad showing, but I am just not ready to show that yet. Not till I have a super fit me next to that picture to show you. I don't have a lot of video or um, pictures, especially photographs. I photoshopped everything when I was fat because, I didn't want anybody to know I was that fat, but yet everybody knew anyways because they saw me in real life, but then I was trying to hide it. It was weird. I hated the way I looked in pictures, so I've always Photoshop it. And I only have a few that are really, that show the truth, and the ones that show the truth are just, And you've seen them all if you've gone to my Facebook page. And if you haven't gone to my Facebook page, it's Juicing FTW, which stands for the win, or whatever else you want it to stand for. If you haven't been there, go and if you want to like my page, that's fantastic. Like I said before, I'll share everything that I know with you and personal message with you if you need support or whatever. So we can all do this together. Yeah, we can. Okay, so I'm out of here, and like I said, I'm feeling a lot better now. I just look really bad because I just, I have no makeup, my hair is greasy, and yeah, I have not showered today. I've been really busy actually, and also I have a sunburn really bad. You guys keep on hanging in there if you're juice fasting with me, and if you're just getting ready to get started. All of you, remember, I'm doing it, and you can too. Bye.